Hello, thank you for tuning in to the Love Reads. I'm going to try something a little new this time around. I'm going to try doing pick-a-reads for each sign in relation to love. I'm going to put out 3 stones. The first time around with that pile, I'm going to do the relationship. Then I'm going to do the single version for the same pile. I'm going to try to give a little bit more diversity. I feel like even though we may share the same sign as someone else, we have different variations about what's going on in our lives. So I want to give more options, more diversity, so that way you can find what pile most resonates with you. Let me know at the end, of course, if this worked or didn't work for you. It's going to be a little different than normal, but let's give it a shot. Hello, Capricorn. Thank you for tuning in to the Love Reads. For the main read, I'm going to use the Modern Spellcaster's Tarot by Melanie Marquis, illustrated by Scott Murphy. For the supportive Oracle cards, the Angel Answers cards, Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. And that's those. Okay, 3 piles. That's fun. Okay. See if I can keep these in frame this time. Just for something different. Yeah, no. Yep, okay. So, I want that there, I want that there, and we'll go with that one, why not? This will be pile 1, stone 1, stone 2, and stone 3. 3. Okay, so there's stone 1. What do we have? No, this isn't right. Yeah, that makes more sense. I'm going to move these actually over to the other side because I feel like the way my camera is set up at the moment, it just makes better sense. So I have more room to move things around. No, we're good. I think we're good. Is everything in? This top one may not be seeable. Okay, there we go. Okay, what do we have for you? We're going to do the relationship information first and then the single information. And the last one. Okay. Capricorn. Relationship. Now when I get a year from now in the past, I feel like this is saying the situation you're currently dealing with, you've been dealing with for quite a long time. To the point where, and I'm seeing this push up towards you a little bit, this card here, which is the 5 of Swords. You're fighting to keep it the same way. It's been this way for a while. You want to keep it this way. Your partner seems to accept it to a degree. It's been going on this way for a while. You're trying to keep it that way. Your partner's working with you to a degree, but I feel like they're also pushing in. When it says a few months, like they're trying to edge towards you, like we're going to need to change things up. We're going to need to change direction. Things need to be updated. There has to be some type of change here. They're telling you there has to be some type of change, but they're giving you a good amount of space to make that happen or to get comfortable with it or slowly get things to change. Now I see on your side, you're realizing like the writing's on the wall. Okay, I'm going to have to. It's going to happen. But I have enough time here that I can do it the way I want to. And I'm getting, this is the key thing. I can do it the way that I want to. It's at this point you might want to converse with your partner a little bit more and find out what they want from the situation, what type of changes they want. So you can meld both what you want and what they want together. I do feel like there could be... I just don't feel like this is going to pay off for you in the long run if you don't. If you just go along naturally, I feel like your energy is just going to be like, all right, well, I have to change. Let me reconstitute this the way I want to. But I feel like when you consider your partner, you're going to consider what you think they want. I'm getting direct conversation. Find out what they actually want. Don't go along with what you think they want, because you are going to consider them. I don't want to shortchange that. But the difference between what you think they want and what they actually want might be quite drastic. Because I feel you making changes. I see them telling you it's going to be happening. I'm getting forgiveness. Whatever you do, I don't see your partner having a problem with it. I do see, though, the difference is the long run. It's like change it now and keep it, or change it now, realize that they're not really happy, and then they're going to want to change. They're going to want you to change it another time again. It's going to be a repeat. I feel like that's where this serves you in the long run. If you conversate with them, find out what they want rather than what you think they want, this change can be a bit more permanent. If you don't, you just do what you think they want, it'll work for a while, but then they're going to push you to change again. Fair warning. Now, the Queen of Cups, nope, that's the Queen of Wands. Wands. Is on your side after this. You are actively making the change happen. The Nine of Cups is on the other side. They're very happy that you're changing. You're actually making a change. Even though you're making it change and you realize it has to change, I feel like it's not really your idea to do that change, but you're going along with it because you realize you need to. I feel like both of you come into this space where it goes into this learning curve, or like while things are actually in process of changing, I don't feel like either of you are happy during the process of changing. This has to get to a point where it's changed, and then it has to have another period of time where you're used to the new way of doing things. So it's going to be a while before you're both really comfortable with what you're changing, but it will get there. So, because I feel like what you're going to do is you're going to start making these changes. You're not going to be happy because you don't really want to change, is what I'm getting. Your partner's happy, but I feel like they're not really comfortable. I know that's the Nine of Cups. They're happy. They're seeing the long-term benefit of this, but I feel like it's seriously going to take a while before. And I feel like once you're moved past this Knight of Pentacles and you're solidified in the next position, things will go well. But the thing is, you don't want to get to that part where it's going well again for your partner to come around another time and be like, all right, well, it's went this way for a while. I think it's time for a change again. And you'll be like, we just changed. We just got used to it. And they'll be like, well, I don't like it, so we're going to have to change it again. So do yourself a favor and them a favor. Find out what they actually want instead of just going with what you think they want. I think that's the whole thing with this for couples. Now for singles, the energy is a little bit different. I feel like you've been single for a while, if this is hitting. That's my first thought. You've been single for a while. I also feel like you don't want just anybody in your space. You would like somebody there, but, I don't feel like you're ready to start off at a run. But I feel like you would like somebody there. You'd like to... It's like, I've been alone for a while is what I'm getting. I've been single for a while is what I'm getting. I'd like to start adding somebody in, but I don't want it to be like a Jiffy Pop relationship. I want it to, to simmer a bit, to cultivate some flavors. I want a crock pot recipe here. I want to take hours in getting this together. So I'm getting here, there's somebody that you like. There's somebody that you seem to be fairly positive towards. You like them. I'm not getting fireworks, but I'm getting like, you know what, maybe I should start investing with this person. It'd be nice to have somebody around. I would like to have them around. It's not a bad thing. I just don't feel fireworks. And I feel like you're looking at this like over time it would be there. I just got to build that relationship up some more and I could actually develop those feelings. I'm seeing on this side, the other person knows you're not having that firework moment. I do feel like they prefer a firework moment, if that makes sense. But they're understanding how you really feel. The forgiveness to me feels like they know you're not like popping off at the, you're not losing your mind about how attracted you are with them. They seem to be fairly attracted to you. They're okay with that because I feel like they understand, or at least you've explained to them how you invest in people. I feel like they're giving this a chance. But they seem to be not overly impressed with the way it's starting, but they feel like it's worth giving it a try. How's that? Because I feel like they know you're not over the moon about them right now, but you could be over time. If they don't realize that by knowing you, you've explained it. And I see as this keeps going forward, they enjoy this relationship. They enjoy being with you. I'm getting you're very active in promoting this per the terms that you want it to be. Like however often you want to see this person, you're promoting it that way. You're maintaining it that way. This Nine of Pentacles here is telling me the way the two of you come together, I feel like this person over here you're coming towards, they're really getting attached to you, but they're not convinced that you're getting attached to them. They're afraid that you're going to actually lose interest and walk away at some point. You on this side feel like you're doing all the work, is what I'm getting. So this side is afraid to overinvest because they're afraid you might walk away. You kind of feel annoyed, is what I'm getting, because you feel like you're doing all the work. When you get to the point where you're starting to feel the fireworks, I feel like that's a time to renegotiate and let this person know how you feel. If you're not feeling the fireworks, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 months in, whatever it works, whatever happens for you, if you're not starting to feel those fireworks or starting to feel that kind of lock in some way, maybe you should have that talk with them too. They might decide to go a different direction or kind of end the situation, but you might both be happier doing that. I don't feel this person's going to put a lot of work in this relationship until they feel confident that you're honestly interested in them and that you're going to stick with the situation. Even if you tell them that in the beginning, I don't know. I feel like it's going to take a while before they really feel confident with it. But when you start feeling those fireworks and you express to them and you have that talk like, I'm so thankful we started seeing each other. I'm really starting to feel these love feelings for you. And I know for me how I work, it's just going to get deeper over time. Having that discussion later will change this Knight of Pentacles and the things will go a lot better. And I feel like they'll start investing. They'll start doing more work to maintain the relationship. I don't feel like they're willing to do that until they're more confident that you're honestly interested in them in a romantic sense. Are we good? All right. That's the first one. First stone for Capricorn. Let's go ahead and do the next one. Did I pick all these up? Okay. So we're going to do the quartz next. It doesn't feel right. Where? And that feels more right. Like this feels separate. Like this is an outcome. I feel like this is an outcome over after a little bit of time. Okay, let's flip over the cards. We're going to do relationship first, of course. Single, second, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. I almost want to wait for that, but no, we'll flip it. Ooh, some strong cards here. All right, I'm going to leave it like that because I can't pick it up. Can you see these? I hope you can. Okay. Coming into this, I just don't feel you've been overly confident. I don't feel like the connection with this person, from what you've seen up so far, has made you overly confident. I don't feel like you have anything where you're just kind of like, the ship is sank and we're done. I don't feel anything like that has happened, but nothing's really kind of giving you confidence that if you set sail on this relationship, that the boat's not going to sink before it gets out of harbor. You're just not confident that'll happen. But you're not sure that it won't be seaworthy either. You're just not finding anything that's really giving you any extra bit of confidence with it. You're just kind of like, I don't know. I don't really know. When I'm getting to listen to your intuition, though, I feel like this person keeps popping in your head. And even though, like, analytically, I feel you're going over it, and you're like, I don't know if this is a good idea. I don't know. I think that might be a bad bet. Your heart is still pulling towards this person. Your heart is saying, come on, let's just try. Come on, let's just give it a shot. I feel them, they communicate clearly on that side, and you, that it's up to you. Like, they're coming towards you. They're saying, you know what, let's just go on a couple dates. Let's just try some things out. Let's just hang out for a couple weeks and see how it goes. When this comes forward, I feel like that's what's happening. This person is coming towards you. This is somebody who up to now you've just been like, I don't know if that's a good bet, but they still pop in your head is what I'm getting. The strength is between the two of you. It takes a lot for them to approach you. They have a lot of respect for you. They're afraid you're going to shoot them down, but it does take a lot for them to do it, but I do feel they do it. They do approach you. It's up to you means you could say no. I do feel, though, if this is hitting with you, this is trying to edge you or urge you to give it a shot. Realize it took a lot for this person to approach you. This is saying something. Give this person a try. It's worth giving it a couple weeks at least, just to see how things really go, just to get to know this person a little better. Now, as you keep going forward, and this is like separate, so I feel like if it's not a few weeks, it's a few months, you're going to give this a shot. Probably a few months, maybe a few weeks, probably more like a few months. Time will pass. this person is going to communicate with you. They're going to tell you how they're falling for you and how much they feel for you. When I see this Three of Pentacles with this King of Cups and then the King of Swords, the King of Swords is them. The King of Swords is coming, the King of Cups is kind of like coming towards you from them, and I get that. But I feel like, especially with this Earth feel, with Capricorn, you're knowing where this is going. You're thinking this is worth it. You're starting to feel the beginnings of a love. You know where this is going for you. At this point, you're going to know where this is going, and you want to work more at this. You want to invest deeper. You're convinced that this is worth investing in. They're coming towards you. They're very communicative, and they're showing you love. And you're like, I think this is something I could work with. I know that I'm going to get deeper and deeper into this. If I keep going, I'm definitely going to fall for this person. You're into it. I feel that you're into it. They're saying if you just give this some time, you will come to a place where you're starting to feel those feelings of love enough that you're going to be interested in going farther. All they're saying is just all you have to do is give it a chance, give it a few months, and you'll see that this is worth the effort, it's worth the investment, and you're going to be inspired to do more work to make this a closer connection. Did I do relationship? Did I skip over relationship again? I think I did. I suck. Sorry. Let's do relationship then. Unless my brain is warbled, which is possible. Sorry for flipping that. So relationship. Relationship, I feel your partner is communicating towards you what they want, and they're having a hard time here. The listen to your intuition is it's the combination of the two of you. You know that they want something. You know, I feel like you already see it coming. You already see it coming. And they're already worried that you're going to shut them down or you're going to tell them no. When I'm feeling your energy come into this, I honestly feel from a relationship sense, you do want to say no. I feel like you actually do want to say no. This is something that means a lot to your partner. They really want this. Them approaching you for this, even though it's more than likely you're going to say no in their opinion, that's hard for them. That's the strength. They really do want this to go forward. There's something they want from you. There's something they want you to help them with, something along those lines. It means a lot to them. It's hard for them. And I feel like if they can do it on their own, they may try to, but they really want your support. They really want you together on this. It's up to you whether you do this or not. Because what I'm actually getting, it's a little different than the other first half of this when I did the single one first. Sorry about that. That's where the energy was. But what I'm getting here is they might try to do this on their own and prove to you that this is a worthwhile effort. They might do at least some more research on their own. It really does mean a lot to your partner. It really does. And I feel like if you work with them a little bit, or at least research it with them, give it an honest chance in the sense of like you make it clear to them that you're not sold on it, but you do want to get more information. You want to invest a little bit more time to find out the truth, to see if this would really be worthwhile for both of you. I feel like that's all it would take is for you to give it an open mind and to delve in, to dig in a little bit, just to find out what the true possibilities here are. I'm getting the other person will do a lot of work. Your partner will do a lot of work. They will come at it honestly, intelligently, and they'll tell you why they're so passionate and what they have found, and they will hand it to you. I feel like they'll almost hand it to you. I feel the further you get involved, the better you feel about it, the more you want to invest too. I do feel like this is a good idea. Your partner just seems to have a hard time convincing you to start off to give it a chance, to just give it a chance. All you have to do is give it a chance. You're not going to go down the wrong road just because you gave it a chance. I feel like you're going to be like, let me dig up some facts. Show me what you got. Show me where you're getting this from. Direct me where I need to go to find more information. That's where you start. And I feel like your partner is more than willing to help you, show you how this is going. They're going to give you very intelligent arguments for like why this is a good idea. I feel like you're going to be won over and you're going to invest in it too. And this is where a lot of happiness comes together for the two of you. Just realize it's hard for your partner to come forward, and it really does mean a lot to them. I do feel like it's going well, though. I feel like it's a good idea if you just give it a shot. It's all you have to do is give it a shot and invest a little time to get more information. All right, I think we're good with that one. Again, sorry that I flipped that on you and I did single first, relationship second. It happened in another video I did in this same series where it flipped on me. Before I realized, I just started blabbing on and realized I was doing single and like, oops. It's just where the energy was. All right, that's this stone. That's this third one. Okay. Let's see if I can do single. Let's see if I can do it. I kind of like it like this. Okay. Relationship. Let's see if we can get relationship. Ooh, we got the Lover's card. That's always nice. What is that about? Alright, we'll find out. Doesn't mean it's good nor bad. Let's find out what we got here. I'm noticing the love is coming down from you. Your partner's going through a change. This seems quite easy. In the sense of like, relationship-wise, Page of Swords, Page of Wands. I know they give an air feel to it, but it's usually a fire feel for me. I feel like things are coming, things are just happening. Things are just happening. For one reason or another, situations are happening around your partner, especially because they got the World card. Life is changing for them. Life is definitely changing for them. I feel you with the Queen of Cups realizing that there's no choice in this. You're seeing it coming. I feel the information's coming towards the both of you that this is happening. Something in their life is changing. Whatever way that might be, it's definitely making a strong impact here. A very strong impact. You've got the Queen of Cups here. I feel like you're pulling your partner close and you're trying to protect them a little bit. I feel like a protective energy here. I feel like trying to take care of somebody, trying to prepare them, trying to make a situation easy for them. I feel the Lover's also coming in where you're really pulling them close. I feel like the something better is it's up to you. I shouldn't say it's up to you, but I feel like you're the one doing this. You're helping your partner through this transition. You're being very loving, very close, and you're trying to show them a better way to where they don't have to feel like this is a bad thing. There's no negative cards over here, you'll notice. It's just basically this is what's happening. Their interpretation of it or how they're feeling about it, that might be a little touch and go. You pulling them close and showing them a better way to look at the situation, this makes a world of difference. Because I feel like you're making the situation a lot better for them, helping them have a better perspective about what's happening, whether we like it or not type feel. Like it's happening this way. There's nothing we can do about it. But here's the positive way to look at it. And I feel like that's what you're doing. You're pulling them close. You're making them feel loved, extra loved, more than normal. I don't know. It just seems very intense here. And you're helping them through this. You're like, I know this is hard, but this is how we can look at the positive side. We can at least do this. And I feel like you're keeping your partner very close to you, closer than normal, until this change is kind of moved on and subsided. I feel like that's a great thing. I feel like they need that, by the way. I feel like that takes a load of stress off. A load of stress off. All right, now what do we have for single Capricorns? Okay. You got that Lover's card there, you notice. Single Capricorn. I almost feel like you're hearing it. I feel like you're both hearing it third party. Like, so-and-so likes me, tell so-and-so I like them, whatever. I almost feel like it, when you're in, grade school and, you're saying it through friends, like, oh, I like so-and-so, go tell them for me. It's almost like that. It's kind of funny, but it's kind of weird at the same time. And I don't feel like you're purposely doing that, but I feel like you're both hearing third party, like, oh, I think so-and-so likes you. I think so-and-so's been hanging out because they want to see you, blah, 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 blah. It's kind of cute, in my opinion. I think it's kind of cute. So, you'll notice they have the World here, you have the Queen of Cups. I'm getting it. It feels like you don't go very far before you just... I feel like you're not into the game playing right now. You're kind of like, oh, this is kind of weird how this is starting. Maybe I should just own up to how I feel and see how they feel. Because I feel a lot of directness on your side. I feel very direct right now. I feel like it's kind of weird and awkward that it's coming through third party. You feel like they know that you like them too, and you're just like, I don't want this to get any weirder. I feel like this is a little strange. I'm connecting to it. I think it's kind of cute, but I feel like when you're connecting to it, you're like, this is a little weird. This is a little strange. I feel like you're just coming forward to that person and you're saying, well, this is what I said, and it's true that I do find you attractive. I just didn't want that to be weird. Something along those lines. I feel like they're owning up to it too. They're like, well, I like you too. So I don't feel like they're bothered by it, but I feel like they're saying, yeah, I would like to see you more. I would be interested in that. That Lover's card pops right up, and it's a direct result of you going forward and saying, just owning the situation. Honestly, I feel like you're owning the situation. Because of that, you're getting the Lover's card. This person's coming forward to you. This is why they got the World card. They're ready for a new relationship. They're ready for something serious. They have passion towards you. You have passion towards them. Why not? when there's something better. What is the something better? Is this good or bad? This is good, because I feel like this person wants to go fast. I feel like you want some time. Don't let this get out of control. This could end up really, this could end up being like a flash fire. This could get going really fast, really quick. Because I feel like once you admit to each other how you really feel, it seems to go, it takes a quick life of its own. It gets going really fast. They're saying you don't have to do that. Slow it down, get to know each other, do what's normally comfortable for you. Just because you're both agreeing the passion is there, the other person's not going to have a problem with you slowing it down. It's good that you're doing that. I feel like it's actually better for both of you. The something is better saying slow it down, even though, because I feel like it starts off really fast. It's like you're starting off at a sprint. You're like, ooh, wait a minute, I'm going to wear myself out. Let me slow it down. Let me get down to a slower speed. Let me let me get more into a marathon speed here where I can run this for hours instead of like wearing myself out in 10 to 15 minutes. That's a good idea. Slow it down. I'm getting slow it down. I think that's it. I don't think that's a big deal. Are we done? Is that the last one? I think that was the last one. Okay. Well, thank you for watching. I hope that helped. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.